Hello my Foodie Phonics friends, I'm back with today's story time, this time from my book called Swooping Through the Milky Way. Now this book doesn't have any pictures, so you don't need to follow along on screen, but what you can do is make your own shooting star, because that's how my story begins. So let me show you how to make your shooting star. You can get a cardboard tube from a roller towel or paper towel, or you can get a really big shooting star and use the cardboard tube from inside the wrapping paper, or you can get a smaller one from a toilet roll if you'd like. Then you can cut out your star shapes any way you want. I used plastic paper plates. You can use cardboard or paper, and you can even use the shape of your hand, and then once you've traced and cut out the shape of your hand on your paper, you stick it onto your cardboard tube. I've used blue tack, but you can use sticky tape or glue or anything that you have at home to make sure it stays on. You can even wrap some ribbon around it, so when you go shooting off into space, the ribbons trail behind like a sparkler. Okay, so I'm going to start reading. Oh, you can also cut out some extra stars if you want to decorate your room like the Milky Way. Remember, we don't need pictures, so I'm going to carry on reading while you maybe make your giant sparkler. Right, part 1 of Swooping Through the Milky Way. It's Friday night, there's no school, just light years of time for me to chill and enjoy the holidays. I'm floating on my back in the swimming pool, and the world is like a furnace on this hot evening. The lights are out, and all I can see is that calm, infinite galaxy in the sky. As I drift off, the stars become hazy, except for one, which seems to beckon me closer. As I peer into the night sky, the star dazzles me with its brightness. Curious, I reach out my hand to take hold of the giant sparkler. The moment I make contact, I embark on the sky ride of a lifetime. As a rainbow of fireworks explodes around me, I am transported upwards with a massive G-force pulling against my face, trying to tear my skin from my skull. There is a loud popping sound in my ears that makes them feel like they've burst, and I realize I have just broken the sound barrier. In a terrified stupor, I watch, dazed, as brilliant splashes of color spiral even higher than I've ever flown on this sparkler. Then they cascade in a waterfall past me until I cannot see them anymore. With this magnificent sight comes the realization that I am dangling one-handed millions of light years above the earth. I tighten my grip with both hands now, and just in time as I hurtle downwards, sure that I'm going to have a head-on collision with earth. Perhaps, if I'm lucky, I'll land back in the swimming pool. No such luck. The giant sparkler slows down and levels out, becoming ever so slightly dimmer, enabling me to see a little more clearly now that there are not so many sparks glowing in my eyes. In a confusion of relief and horror, I find that I'm not alone. Sitting astride the handle of the stalk is the zaniest creature imaginable. Without looking where we are going, it indicates that I should sit like it. As soon as I am comfortable as I can be, the creature points out a spectacular burst of starlight to my left. It has the beauty of a kaleidoscope as the colors melt into each other, rolling and rolling over in a myriad of different patterns. It starts with triangles of bright canary yellow, burnt sienna and glimmering gold, tumbling end over end, and then changes to diamonds of brilliant silver, shimmering red and flaming orange, cartwheeling head over heels one after the other in a big round orb. And lastly come the hexagons of sparkling sapphire, glistening bronze and bursting purple like grapes exploding all over the sky. As the show comes to an end, I notice that we have stopped in midair, and the creature is sliding down the handle towards me. Too scared to move for fear of falling into eternity, I sit with my eyes transfixed to its face. As the alien reaches me, it bumps our right shoulders together, and I bend my arm to rub my shoulder. It knocks our elbows together. And before I know it, it says, "Me Neb, what title you?" Then he hooks my little finger with his little finger and holds until I answer him. "I'm Leo." Satisfied, he slides back just as suddenly as he slid forwards. Now, that's more like it, I think to myself. I feel much more comfortable with a little bit of space between us. Actually, he's not bad looking. Okay, sure, he's not fantastic, but he's also not Frankenstein. I'm presuming he's male because of his name, Neb. He is very short with a small build, actually no body to speak of, just a head with 2 arms and 2 legs. His face isn't frightening, although his eyes slant vertically, not horizontally like ours, and he has a broad duck bill. He's a bit strange looking. He has 2 antlers coming at the top of his head, and I realize that they have got seeing glasses on the end of them to protect his eyes from the glowing sparks. I'm going to stop there, boys and girls, because I want you to imagine where you will fly on your giant sparkler into space. And if you'd like to, you can even make your own Milky Way. I've used a piece of material. You can use cardboard or paper or anything that you fancy. And I've used some tin foil or aluminium foil scrunched up to look like meteors or asteroids. And then I've got some stones, some painted stones that I've managed to glue onto my material, but you can come up with any ideas that you like, and I would love for you to show me some photos in the comments below. I do hope you have a fantastic time swooping through the Milky Way. Thanks for listening, boys and girls. Bye for now.